Good afternoon, everyone. How are you?
Great.
I am here very fine, very low response. Anyway, my name is Ching, and I'm from Vietnam, and I'm presenting photo organization in Vietnam. And I'm glad to be here to share our experience with all of you. So, So, is there anyone here have heard about the word KOTO before? Do you know what KOTO stands for? Well, yes, KOTO is shortened for no one, each one. That is our main philosophy, and that's what we opening in the beginning and following it, and we have it. Next slide. So let me give you a brief introduction about KOTO. KOTO is a non-profit vocational training program that changes the life of the disadvantaged youth in Vietnam from the age of 16 to 22 years old. And we are focusing on training in hospitality, English, and life skills. So the trainees, when they graduate from KOTO, they will receive an international accredited certificate from Box Hill Institution of Australia. And how do we operate? Currently, KOTO has 3 offices. One in Australia, which is called KOTO International. They are in charge of doing fundraising events in Australia for KOTO in Vietnam, and they try to raise the profile of the disadvantaged youth in Vietnam to many Australian and overseas people. Also, we have office in Hanoi and in Ho Chi Minh City, which is called KOTO Hanoi and KOTO Saigon. And for each office, we also have a training center and a training restaurant. Supporting the training center and the training restaurant, we have different functional departments that look after the well-being of the trainee as well as the development of the training program. Currently, in KOTO, the total staff of KOTO currently is around 110 staff, which support both training center and the restaurant. And we also have 200 trainees. Each 100 is in different training center in Hanoi or in Saigon. You may ask us, how do we impact the society and community? Let's talk about our social impact. We have 3 categories: individual, family, and community. For individual, we provide the youth the access to holistic and vocational skill development training, so that they become more, so that they can have skills. When they started with us, they may have very low self-esteem with no skills, so they won't be able to get employed anywhere. So after the training program, they can be able to have skills, have the knowledge as well as the life skills to work, and in terms of that, they can earn money, and that money they can send back to support the family. That's how we support individual and family. And in terms of community, the kids are strict and disadvantaged kids, so they have low education. So that we train them. We help the community to prevent social crimes and reduce social vices. Also, in terms of industrial impact, we be able to provide to the hospitality industry a competent human resource manpower to help the development of the Vietnam tourism industry. This is our training program. We have a well-planned and competent 24-month training program. With the first year, we focus on basic training, and the second year, we do advanced trainings. And the kids have a chance to be independent, to be responsible, and they have a chance to do internship and find out whether they want to become a chef or become a front of house staff. How are we sustained? You may ask, how are we sustained? Because we established in 1999, and until now we have expanded not only in Hanoi but in Ho Chi Minh. So how do we sustain? We try our best to diversify our resources we have you can see on the chart, the operation take up about 60% of our revenue. So the operation is coming from the restaurant operation, and other small percentage coming from catering services, and come from donation, sponsorship, and other generate income. So that we do also do fundraising, and we try to do a lot of fundraising and cooperation with other social enterprise as well as business. Also, what resource do we need to do that? Of course, we still need the strong philosophy, no one teach one, right? And we also need a mission that we also all the time we follow, that is, wherever there is abandonment, neglect and abuse, we will be there. And we also need a strategic management and dedicated staff. Also, beside all of that, we also need community support, especially we need recognition for social enterprise, not in terms of mentally, physically, and also financially. Actually, success didn't come all along very easy for Koto after 12 years of operating. We faced many challenges, especially the global crisis, which bring down lower the funding, and also rising cost of living. And in order to keep our dedicated staff is difficult as well, because how we can maintain a competitive package price, salary package price is also very, very difficult for us, one of the challenge. So that's why we constantly make adjustment to the model so that it can be adapted to the changing, different changing circumstances. So we realize that, and Koto is actually currently going to its growth state in both internally and externally. Internally, actually this year, starting in July, we go into a transformation with the restructure of the organization. The expansion of activity, we see Koto restructured into separate identity, which is Koto Foundation and Koto Enterprise. By doing so, we will create more transparent in operation, make us more accountability, so that it's easy for us to do more venture and can financially sustain. Also, externally, we look for more opportunity to help more children over the world. So we look for expansion to other countries as well. Also, diversification. We are looking to create more on training option for the trainee, not to stop at hospitality training. In terms of operation, we don't just stop at restaurant and catering operation. We call it for investment in form of a joint venture, and part of the profit we go back to Koto program. Entrepreneurship. Changing time and economic circumstances have encouraged Koto to venture into a new area such as building entrepreneurship capacity in our graduate. A lot of our graduates, after graduate from Koto, few years, they want to start their own business. And how can they start their own business, like cafe or pastry shop, if they only have the hospitality skill without business skill? So we are helping them to build up their business skill. So when they be able to open their own business, that business can generate income for the community and offer employment for the community. So Koto is striving to build a whole generation of young entrepreneurs with a social concern. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much. I actually prepared some brochure and information about Koto. I will place it outside, so when you have time and interested, please stop by and pick up some brochure and information. Thank you.
I can start with your market. You said you're supporting this problem, difficult children. How many are there in Vietnam?
Children in Vietnam, we have 26 million children, and children from disadvantage is quite a lot. It's around 18,000.
18,000. And is that in total? I mean, why are they? Are they mostly in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, or are they on rural area?
Actually, looking at the demographic, mostly in the city, because now we're facing the problem of migration. So a lot of kids in different provinces will come to the city to find a living. So mostly in big city like Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, and maybe some middle area in the country.
Right. So just trying to understand the potential market, I guess, for getting these children. I mean, what percentage of that would potentially be interested in going into catering business or restaurant business?
Actually, the exact figure, I'm sorry, we don't have, because even the Vietnam estimation bureau is having difficult in terms of estimate that. But let's go back to reality. When we receive kids, not many of them want to become chef or front of house staff, but we try to educate them and showing them the potential of growing in the future. So let kids choose what they want. And if they come to Koto, they don't really have the passion for it, then they can choose to join other social enterprise or other programs.
So what's the selection criteria?
Selection criteria, the kids must to be in the age of 16 to 22 years old, and they have to be street kids and disadvantaged in terms of financial, so their family cannot send them to school or things like that. And also, the criteria is also that the kids might want to change their life on their own as well.
And what kind of dropout rate do you have in those 2 years of program?
We try to secure 95% of a graduated rate.
95%?
So 95%.
Okay. So, and the of your market, okay, your restaurant, you open a restaurant. What kind of food do you serve?
We actually serve fusion food, Vietnamese fusion with international.
And are they profitable by themselves? Are they breaking even at this?
Correct. So the revenue from the restaurant, like I shared with you, a year can get up to $300,000 per year for the operation revenue of the restaurant.
So it can cover its own cost, but it's subsidizing the training.
Yes.
Is that correct?
And it's subsidizing the trainees and their training program,
Okay.
which is quite costly.
Right, but I saw you're still accepting donation and sponsorship now. Why not open another restaurant to cover, so that the revenue from that will cover the training, so that you don't have to get donation or sponsorship?
Actually, in my slide, I was talking about what resource do we need, right? So actually, we need dedicated staff. What our social enterprise in Vietnam facing right now is actually difficult in terms of finding manpower, and with the limited budget in terms of salary, it's difficult for us to find like competent staff. Without competent staff, there is no successful business, right? So it will be difficult if we are not really strong or complete on our own in order to go to other business. That's why we now opening for joint venture with actually other investors from all over the world.
Okay, so you have diversified. You have restaurant business, you have catering, etc. Which one has the biggest profit margin?
The restaurant.
The restaurant. And you've been operating for how many years?
We opened in 1999, so now we have made 12 years.
Okay, has there been any growth in the revenue?
Grow in revenue, there is growth in revenue. However, global crisis, like I just shared with the participant here, we're facing limited funding, living cost is high, and people spend less, so it's quite difficult for us to get business, especially this year.
Okay, but so it has been growing or not been growing?
It has been growing.
Has it exceeded the inflation rate in Vietnam, which is quite high?
No, definitely not. Yeah.
Okay. And do you plan to open an additional restaurant or do you expand your catering restaurant? Okay, so catering business.
We are putting more focus, and we are focusing on doing marketing and doing more communication PR for our catering service in Vietnam. However, to open another restaurant, we are not planning to do that anytime soon, because we actually want other joint venture or investor to hold a hand with us to support us financially. we just alone, I don't think we will be able to set up. But with the support from others,
does that mean you have enough capacity within your business, within your restaurant and the catering business to expand without opening an additional restaurant?
We have the capacity. We want to link hand with other people. You may ask why you want to invest in why you want to cooperate with Koto to open like a restaurant or a cafe. First of all, if you want to open in Vietnam, we have a reputable brand which is very good for your business. Also, we have a very good network in Vietnam which can help your business. And also, we understand the local community and the local laws so that we can help you to set up the business in Vietnam. But that is going to be coming in from the joint venture because our main mission is to help the kids, right? Help the youth. So part of the money from your business in cooperate with us, we go back to our training program. Thank you very much.